Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's time for another live NBA predictions watch party. It's Myguyknowsaguy here on my live NBA stream, my YouTube channel. Hey, quick check, everyone was having a tech issue. Just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down in the chat if you can hear me. Say yes or no before this pivotal. How many times have you heard that word today? Pivotal Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals start today. It's the San Antonio Spurs versus the OKC Thunder. In the NBA playoffs tonight, let me know if you guys can see and hear me. Just give me a quick verify for me. Verify that for me. Let me just make sure you guys can see this. Just say yes or no. Welcome back to the sharpest chat on earth. It's been many days, many nights, eventful times in my life offline with the family, but I'm back for another stream. Just want to say welcome back. Shout out to the real ones that have been patiently waiting in the stream. Hit the like button for me. I started, this might be the latest I've ever started a live stream here on the channel. If you guys don't mind, hit the like button. We have 50 people watching already. Let's see if we can get to 50 likes. It'll help more people see the stream. YouTube will push the stream out to more people. Everyone that's watching, smash the like button. These are the bets that I've already placed today. But at this stage of the game, most people have already drawn their line in the sand. You're either with the Spurs or with OKC. I've dabbled on both sides in this series, but I do think that the Spurs are going to cover the spread tonight, plus 3.5. I do feel like the injuries to Jalen Williams and AJ Mitchell will be too much to overcome in this particular spot. I feel as though we could still get a Game 7. I will not count OKC out in Game 6, but I am counting them out today. I like the Spurs to win back-to-back games here. I'm fading the zigzag theory. And let's see who's here in the chat just before we start. The game starts in like 5 minutes, guys. So just very quickly, Spurs plus 3.5 to win one full unit. Wemby over 13.5 rebounds to win a half unit, minus 102 odds. Those first two bets were on FanDuel. Keldon Johnson over 6.5 points, minus 108 to win a half unit. That was on PointsBet. And then I like a two-leg parlay, Stephon Castle, 15 plus points, and Dylan Harper, 10 plus points in this game, plus 179, risking a half unit. Even if we're on opposite sides, if you bet OKC, much love to you. We're not always going to agree, but I do want to say welcome back, and thank you for being here in the stream. Thanks for being here. Win or lose, I'll be here to give you guys play-by-play and commentary for the entire game. I'll be here for the entire game. You guys know, unique perspective. I'll give you guys my insights live during the game that you won't hear in very many places. Let's see who's here very quickly. Let me give everyone in the chat a shout out just before tip-off. Tip-off should be in 5 to 10 minutes. So, I'm fading. I'm fading OKC today, guys. I'm not sure who's going to win this series. Obviously, we know the math historically when a series is tied and a team wins Game 5, it's not very good for the losing side long term in the series as it relates to the 7-game series. But today, just look at too much Wemby. I feel like today, De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper seem to be healthy, although we have seen a bit of a dip in usage from Dylan Harper. The fact that they're still out there and making plays defensively, did you see how well they defended in Game 4? They look to be fully healthy. I mean, OKC is going to need a superhuman performance, not only from Shai, but an above average performance from his teammates as well from the 3-point line. And I just feel as though the tables may have turned in this particular series. When you look at the Wemby minutes, if Wemby stays out of foul trouble, the Spurs are plus 46 in the Wemby minutes in this series. They're plus 51. They're minus 46 when he's not playing. I do believe not only does he live in Chet Holmgren's head, but I believe he's going to tip the scales in the Spurs direction in this game. But I do want to say that I was a bit reserved with Wemby's points here. I think it's going to be a collective attack from his teammates in the Spurs rotation. I think you're going to see a better game from Stephon Castle today, Dylan Harper, Keldon Johnson. We all know that De'Aaron Fox made some pretty decent plays in the last game, and so did Devin Vassell as well. But I would look towards Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, and Keldon Johnson. I do think Keldon Johnson could be an X factor in this particular game. I listened to his comments earlier, his interview, how he said, this is not only the biggest game of his career, but it's the biggest game of the season. But just the demeanor, I just had a crazy feeling about Keldon Johnson. I think it's too low for the sixth man of the year. I've done very well with Keldon Johnson this season. Quick check on who is here in the chat. Let me also, once again, hit the like button if you're new here, subscribe. And Adam Fears, welcome back, brother. The professional in the chat as well. Mike 33, welcome back, bro. Andre Rogers in the chat. My bro, Jared Weiss. Oh, yeah, big shout out to all the Knicks fans as well. The Knicks faithful back to the NBA Finals for the first time in quite some time, and deservedly so after destroying the competition in the Eastern Conference. A level of dominance that we haven't seen in the Eastern Conference in the playoffs, for a while in terms of just mowing through the competition. So I just want to say shout out to you guys who are supporting the Knicks, and that was really impressive to see. Who else is here in the chat? My bro Flack is back. Welcome back, bro. John Bennett, Alex King, Mitchell Brothers, The Professional, Zobo. Drop your bets in the chat. Who else is here? Jake W in the chat. I want to make sure I don't miss anyone who's here. The real ones. Illmatic, welcome back, brother. Flack, yep, thanks a lot for letting me know you can hear me. So all the equipment is working. Julian Crone, welcome back, bro. He said, hope everything is well with your family, my guy. Thanks for streaming. No problem, bro. I hope all is well with you and yours. Julian, one of the realists. My bro Jared in the chat. He's going to be in the Garden for the finals. Jared, Mike as well. Who else is here? Speak Your Mind. Welcome back, Joao. How's it going, Joao? Watching all the way from Portugal. You guys are ready for the action. John Bennett. Let's see. Mark Carpenter. Jay Wall. DG37. Godlike Player. So many real ones who have been rocking with the stream all season long in the chat. Who else is here? The Professional. Welcome back, Professional. So I do see some of you are on OKC. I mean, that's how it's going to go sometimes. My bro DG37, he's a Spurs fan, and he's betting on OKC tonight. My bro Mike in the chat is rolling with OKC as well. Let's see if we can all enjoy the game together. I do have some player props. Maybe we can be aligned there on the OKC side of things. Make sure I didn't miss tip off as well. Let me know if it tipped off. On the OKC side of things, players that I had positive projections for were obviously Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with his points prop tonight. Might want to look at his assist line as well, although it's up to 8.5. I do think that we could see a 30 piece from Shai in this game. Although he's gone under 30 times not 30 times in a row. He's gone under 4 times in a row. An interesting dynamic has unfolded throughout the season without Jalen Williams in the lineup. And when we saw it in the regular season, Shai goes under quite often when J-Dub is not in the lineup, guys. Now, this is a different moment. This is sort of an inflection point for OKC in their season. They're probably going to need a selfish version of Shai in this game to get it done. But, if you're betting on OKC, you're essentially betting that not only is their defense going to figure out how to stop Wemby, but you're also betting that that OKC is going to get a net positive offensive performance from their role players in this game. So, let's see what happens. Other players that I think could have positive impacts, impactful performance on the OKC side of things. A player, Cason Wallace is a player that I would look at, but 8.5 was a bit too rich for me. At 6.5, I'm more comfortable betting in Cason Wallace. But as I said, who's the player that's going to step up today after the Spurs seemingly keyed in on Jared McCain after his breakout performance? Remember, it's not only J-Dub that's out today. AJ Mitchell's out as well. So 2 of the 3 players in this lineup that can essentially create offense for themselves long in aggregate, throughout the course of a game. We do know that Jared McCain is a streaky player. He's a player with a ton of upside. But, that's why I said that they're going to be leaning heavily on Shai in this game. Now, we did see the Spurs double team Shai less frequently in game 4, but it was still difficult for him to get to his spots on the floor over the course of 4 quarters. Remember, we're talking about Wemby anchoring the defense as the unanimous defensive player of the year, and Stephon Castle has quickly developed into one of the premier perimeter defenders in the game. So, I mean, by now at this hour, we've all picked our side. Even if we disagree, I want to say thank you guys for being here. Shout out to the absolute real ones out there. And drop your bets in the chat. Welcome back, bro. My bro Katak Fitness in the chat, man. Love to see you back. He said it's an SGA day today. Welcome back, brother. He said Hamilton's finest. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Shay's from Hamilton, Ontario. Gene Wilson in the chat. I hope you guys are all doing well, man. You know, I had a very long day and I said, hey, I'm going to stream tonight no matter how late it is. Thank you so much for that super chat donation, Mike. One of the absolute realest $20 super chat donation in the chat. He said, bro, good vibes. Great to see you. Let's go. Great to see you as well. You've been doing really well over the course of the playoffs, and welcome to the community. Welcome back to the community. Thank you so much for that kind gesture. Really does mean a lot, win or lose. And I'll be here for the entire game to maybe help you enjoy the game a bit more. And I just want to say thank you, Mike. I'm rooting for you and everyone else here more than you know. Ron Dog Aaron, welcome back as well. And you guys are Charlavani, welcome back. How's it going, fam? He said no plays for him tonight. He's just enjoying the game. There's nothing wrong with that. We you know, we don't have to bet every day. You know, I took a break from betting for a day yesterday. We don't have to bet every day. That's, you know, also that reminds me, I have to remind you all, someone somewhere on planet Earth needs to hear this message. Do not bet more than you can afford to lose. If you're engaging in sports betting, remember to always be responsible. Remember that you're always in control of your funds. You can get wiped at any time, no matter how confident you are. We are dealing with a game of chance here. And Gene Wilson, welcome back. He said, good luck tonight, bro. Good luck tonight to you as well. And I'm going to shout out your plays in the chat in just one moment. Let me just log back into I'm logged into a book here on my PC, but let me just log back into something here on my mobile device. Give me a second, everyone. Because we are, I'd say, 4 minutes away from tip-off. Place your bets. Maybe if you're watching the game on cable, or not on cable, it's on NBC in the States, right? If you're watching the game, maybe you can keep my live stream open to the side as a second screen sort of experience, maybe your phone, your laptop. And I'll try to give you as many insights as I can during the game. Also, I'm here to possibly add live bets. You guys know how it goes here. Yeah, I'm not opposed to betting live during the game. If I add live bets during the game, I lean towards the over 217. The game's tipping off, so let me just hurry up and get it on here, and we're gonna watch this together. Okay, the game is tipped off. I'll get right back into the chat. Let's see who scores the first basket. Got a receipt here. And it looks like I haven't missed anything yet. No one scored. Best of luck to you guys. Let's enjoy it while we can. It's been a hell of an NBA season. First basket is Chet Holmgren. He grabs the offensive rebound, and it's a second chance scoring opportunity. First basket belongs to Chet Holmgren of the reigning NBA champion OKC Thunder. Let's see what happens. I do have the game on, and I have the chat open as well. Welcome back, Jimmy NY. Yeah, I understand that. Sometimes I'm ahead. No worries there, and welcome back, Andre Rogers. My bro Jared in the chat, he likes the Vegas Golden Knights game to go under tonight. Best of luck, under 6.5. The professional said, I met a guy at a gas station who lost everything gambling. Yeah, see, that's a lesson for all. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose, and know when to take a break or not to participate at all. Always be in control. I'll get back to the action. My bro Katak said, absolute real one, and I appreciate you doing this stream for us. I appreciate you for being here. Good luck to you as well, Jimmy NY, Andre Rogers, Digital Print House in the building. And we are still waiting for, we just got the first basket from the San Antonio Spurs. It's Stephon Castle with the three, assisted by De'Aaron Fox, and the Spurs have a 1-point lead. Both teams have missed a few buckets here from the field, And let's see if this ignites the Spurs offense. Maybe they just see one fall in the basket. Stephon Castle hit a confident shot. Whoa, back-to-back shots for Chet. When have we seen that in this series against Wemby? 4 points for Chet. He hits that mid-range jumper. The Spurs push the other way. Oh, they're moving quick here. De'Aaron Fox with the shot off glass, assisted by Stephon Castle. Fox is on the board. Spurs up by 1. OKC ball, 3 minutes into the game. After a mini sluggish start, let's see what happens. Shai coughs it up. He turns it over. Good defense from Champagnie. It's a turnover from OKC. And now Wemby gives it right back. Wemby turns the ball over. Lou Dort forces the steal. The OKC goes the other way. They take a bit of time off the clock. And Shai misses a mid-range jumper. Spurs ball. Spurs ball. De'Aaron Fox misses a 3. They're not eating much time off the shot clock. That's a trend here early. It's only 3 minutes, though. But the shots would have to fall if you did bet the over. Welcome back, Digital Printhouse. And all 6 points belong to the bigs, the double big lineup of OKC. This time it's Isaiah Hartenstein with a dunk to take the lead. First assist for Shai, the MVP. OKC up by 1. And in this pivotal game 5, I'm sick of that word, but you're going to hear it many times. Pivotal, critical, crucial. Julian Champagnie responds with a 3 for the Spurs, another assist for Stephon Castle. 3 points for Champagnie, 8-6 lead for San Antonio. These teams are trading baskets. We have 4 lead changes already in the first 3 minutes of this game. And let's see what happens. Remember, Jared McCain is starting for the injured Jalen Williams to try to get another player that can maybe spark this offense. Whoa, another turnover. Jared McCain turns the ball over for the second time in the first 3 minutes. The Spurs go the other way and splash a transition 3. It's Champagnie with his second 3 in the first quarter to give the Spurs a 5-point lead, and OKC blinks first. Head coach Mark Daniel calls a timeout. He's forced to blink first, and let me get back in the chat. How do you feel? Let's keep the chat rolling. Also, if you guys don't mind, hit the like button for me. Let's get as many likes as possible. That would really help the stream be pushed to more people. So I just want to ask the real ones out there to hit the like button. If you haven't done so, it only takes 1 second to do so. And you would really be helping the channel. Also, subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on. Welcome to the sharpest chat on earth. Some would say it's not even close. The sharpest chat on earth. Digital Printhouse, how do you feel? Wait, let me fit this so you can see it a bit better. The scoreboard. Let me just angle it so you can see it a bit better. Strangely enough, we're still waiting for the first rebound of the game from Wemby here. So yeah, let's see what happens. And the one trend already in this game is the turnover rate for OKC. They're turning the ball over here. A couple of turnovers for McCain and a turnover for Shai as well. Digital Printhouse says he thinks the Spurs cover, in his opinion. Bank of Dennis, welcome back. He said, let's go. All the real ones in the chat. Let's see what else you guys are saying. My bro DG37, Ron Dog Aaron said, OKC wins by a margin of 1-5, plus 400 is his bet. Enjoy the game and thanks for sharing. Mike 33 in the chat. The professional said OKC looked a little burnt out the other day, but that home crowd could be the plug to get them back up. Gene Wilson said he has the Spurs and SGA under. Yeah, let's see what happens. You know, it's always an electric crowd in Oklahoma City. JT95 said Champagny sold the last game. Yeah, he had 0 points, right? A lot of people did bet him. Well, today no one bet him, and he's probably going way over. No one bet Champagny today. And he's playing very well defensively. He also knocked down a couple of big threes, and we're back from the timeout. The other Jalen Williams, the center, subs in for Isaiah Hartenstein here, and we're back to the action. Shai misses a layup out of the timeout. He's 0 for 2 from the field. And the Spurs go the other way. Stephon Castle turns it over. 2 turnovers for Castle. But the Spurs get it right back in. Fox misses a floater attempt at the rim. Rebounded by Jalen Williams. Only 6 points for OKC here, but tons of turnovers for both teams in the first quarter here so far. OKC gets a basket from Lou Dort. He drives right to the bucket and cashes in at the rim. 2 points for Lou Dort, and that's what OKC wants to see today. The others. They want to see the others perform. Whoa, is Champagny on fire? 3 assists for Castle, but Champagny scores again. This time he drives to the rim and hits it off glass. 8 points already for Champagny. And now Devin Vassell steals the ball from Shai. Shai's second turnover of the game. And Champagny hits another 3. It's 3 threes for Champagny in the first quarter. He went over his 8.5 point prop. Champagny's on fire. After no one on earth bet him today. What a run for Champagny. Let's see what OKC does with it. They take some time off the clock here. And Chet scores. Chet has 6 points. It's another mid-range jumper for Chet Holmgren. And we're not going to see very many rebounds for Wemby if they don't miss shots. Champagny, it's a heat check. Champagny with the corner 3 attempt, and he misses this time. That's a heat check. He's on fire at the moment. Looks like he was working overtime in the gym after putting up a goose egg in game 4. But we do have a foul on the rebound on Jalen Williams. It's going to be Spurs ball. And this is a sloppy start for OKC. That was a nice drive too. Before that last 3, Champagny, he drove right into the heart of the defense, right, and absorbed contact on Chet. No call, still finished. Spurs ball here. And another heat check for Champagny. He's the only one attempting shots. His 7th shot attempt already, but he missed this time. He's human for now. And the ball goes out of bounds. Possession will belong to OKC. Jared Weiss in the chat. We have our first winning bet in the chat already. He cashes with Julian Champagny over 8.5 points. Big congrats to you. Sharpest chat on earth, off to a great start. Let's keep it rolling, everyone. If you guys place any live bets, let me know. OKC punches back here. Alex Caruso. We have an Alex Caruso sighting. At times in this series, he's looked like Klay Thompson, and at other times, he's looked like Patrick Williams. But this time, he hits a 3. Assisted by Chet in the corner. Wemby was a bit too late with his defensive closeout, and OKC's only down by 3. Stephon Castle misses a shot attempt right at the rim, a heavily contested attempt, and OKC turns it over again. 3 turnovers from Shai, the MVP, in the first quarter, and he hasn't scored. Dylan Harper missed the layup attempt, but here's Champagnie tailing him for the putback dunk. Another crazy play from Champagnie. And did anyone have this on their bingo card? Champagnie has 13 of the 18 Spurs points in this quarter, and this is a great start for him. It's a 5-point lead. Cason Wallace just missed a three, but Stephon Castle turned the ball over right after. And Alex Caruso has his fingerprints on this game already, forcing a turnover. And OKC scores off the turnover. It's Chet Holmgren, who has 8 points, assisted by Caruso. Caruso's doing a bit of everything already here since entering the game. And we have a timeout from the Spurs now. Sloppy game, but entertaining start to this game. But we have to admit, we're seeing a ton of turnovers here. But these are two of the best defenses in the National Basketball Association, so I guess that should be expected. But Chet's holding it down right now, and the Spurs have a 3-point lead, and Wemby hasn't really impacted this game. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, chat? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? How do we feel? How do we feel? Congrats as well, Jared Weiss. Jared with that Champagnie prop. Sharp call, brother. Illmatic has Champagnie over 14.5 PRA. You're about to cash. The professional said Alex Caruso, aka Ernie Johnson's son. Andre Rogers is asking Isaiah Joe over 3.5. Isaiah Joe's too much of a novelty play for me because he's been in and out of the rotation, and they have two big injuries. This might be an Isaiah Joe game, but it's a bit too unpredictable towards the back end of that rotation. Let me know if you do bet it, though. Digital Printhouse says Champagnie's coming for Bam tonight. Andre Rogers said, is that plus money for Isaiah Joe? Okay. Mark Carpenter said, just placed a live bet on Champagnie 18 plus points. Best of luck, Mark Carpenter, and thanks for sharing. Mike said, bro, Champagnie is the game plan. He will miss eventually. Yeah, he's missed a couple shots. Bank of Dennis says, have to ladder Champagnie to 35 points now. Whoa. Said 30 plus is plus 1100, 35 plus is plus 2700. You're going to the high end of the spectrum there. Has he scored? I don't know. Maybe he has. Best of luck, though. Digital Printhouse says Wemby for the win. Early conservation of energy will mean explosive fourth quarter. Jared Weiss says over 1.5 threes for Caruso live. Best of luck. That might be a sharp one there as well. Jared Weiss says he's on Fox over 23.5 PRA and Isaiah Hartenstein over 7.5 rebounds. I did have Isaiah Hartenstein rebounds listed on my short list at 7.5. Let's see what happens. I'll let you guys know if I place any live bets. And I just want to say welcome. Hit the like button. How many likes do we have? Hit the like button, everyone. Thank you. Hey, maybe he was on at pregame. Jared Weiss has been hitting, Dennis. He's been hitting at a pretty high rate. Maybe he was talking about pregame or a parlay piece. And even if it's minus 400 or minus 380, it doesn't matter if it cashes. You said 18 plus for Champagnie's minus 450. That's a pretty hot start. Yeah, it's pregame, he said. But even if it was live, if it cashes, it doesn't matter what the odds are. If you have an edge on something, bet it. I mean that. It doesn't always have to be plus money. That's what the books want us to think, actually. And we're back from the timeout. But best of luck, Dennis, Jared, Digital Printhouse, everyone. Hope you guys cash tonight. Digital Printhouse said, I had Chet under 8.5 rebounds. That may be cooked already. Small bet, though. And OKC is right back in it, only down by 1 now after the first bucket from Case and Wallace. That's a good way to respond. Keldon Johnson's on the court. He missed, by the way. And we have our first bucket from Wemby. Things are opening up offensively here. It's a nice pass from Keldon Johnson. It's an alley-oop dunk to quiet the crowd just a bit from the alien himself. Spurs go back up by 3. Keldon Johnson with that nice pass. That was a good pump fake as well. I mean, that was just a solid basketball play. First basket for Wemby, and the Spurs are still up by 3. Let's see if OKC responds in this pivotal Game 5. Wemby gets his first rest of the game, in fact. Luke Cornett subbing back in, everyone. Chet's getting a rest as well. Isaiah Hartenstein subs back in. Alex Caruso missed a 3 in the corner. Isaiah Hartenstein grabs an offensive rebound, his first board of the game. And now Shai misses. Shai's 0 for 3 from the field. The back-to-back MVP hasn't scored yet. He's 0 for 3 from the field. Devin Vassell grabs the rebound, and it's a Spurs ball. Case and Wallace knocks the ball out of Carter Bryant's hands, and it's still Spurs ball here. Ball goes out of bounds. Off the inbound, Carter Bryant misses a 3. So both teams miss a couple of shots here. Now OKC has it. Let's see what they do. Shai missed again. He's 0 for 4 from the field, but this time Kenrich Williams grabs the offensive board, and then Williams hits a 3 off the bench. Solid rebounding from OKC to keep themselves in this game early. Kenrich Williams with his first points of the game. It's a 3. Good hustle, and the game is tied. A bit of laziness on the boards from OKC. Let's see what the Spurs do with it with a few bench players on the court. Dylan Harper in that pick and roll 2-man game with Luke Cornett. He probes, he drives to the rim, goes for a floater, and Shai fouls him. Shai fouls Dylan Harper, and Dylan Harper is going to the free throw line. Dylan Harper knocks down the first free throw, his first point. Also the first foul on Shai. I do like over 211.5. I do. As Jesus Sanchez hit a grand slam for my Toronto Blue Jays against the Miami Marlins off to the side here. Oh, wait, sorry. Let me get back to this. Dylan Harper knocks down both free throws. Jared said Caruso 4 plus 3 is plus 205. He took it. The volume's there already. I hope you cash. Digital Printout says he bet Vassell under 15.5 points. Wemby 3+ blocks in the 2-leg parlay plus 185. Best of luck, Digital. Thanks for sharing. 2-point lead for the Spurs after those free throws. Now it's Shai probing, driving, floater. He misses, gets tapped. Was there a foul? They called the foul. Shai's going to the free throw line. It was a foul. And he makes the first free throw, first points from the MVP. He makes both free throws. Spurs ball going the other way. And nice pass from Fox. It's a dunk from the rookie out of Arizona, Carter Bryant. And the Spurs go back up by 2. 24-22, 145 on the clock. He drove to the basket and flushed it with 2 hands. No defensive resistance there. And that was a strong, aggressive move from the rookie. OKC ball. Shai gets double teamed by Fox and Bryant. He gives it to Caruso in the corner. Caruso drives. He finds an open Cason Wallace who drives to the rim and gets fouled by, it looks like, Luke Cornett. 2 free throws for Cason Wallace here. On the way. Might be on Dylan Harper. Nope, it's on Cornett. Cason Wallace makes the free throw. I did think it was strange that Keldon Johnson only played 3 minutes and then subbed right back out, but let's see what happens. Cason Wallace makes both free throws. The game is tied 24-24. 1.5 to go on the clock in the first quarter. Spurs versus Thunder, Game 5, Western Conference Finals. Fox missed a layup at the rim, contested shot. OKC has it, but Caruso throws it away. The ball goes out of bounds and it's Spurs ball. How many turnovers is that in this first quarter? Spurs have it, just over a minute to go in the first quarter. 7 first quarter turnovers from OKC, chat. 7. That's terrible. And Carter Bryant scores off the turnover. It's a 3 assisted by Fox. Four assists for Fox in the first quarter. And the Spurs go up by 3. Welcome back, Zach Zate, my bro in the chat. Tie game, though, even though they've turned the ball over at a rapid clip, it's still a tie game. These are still the reigning champions. It's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with a 3 to tie it up at 27 apiece. Let's see what the Spurs do with it. Whoa, Dylan Harper turns it over, and the Spurs are a bit sloppy with the ball as well. Cason Wallace with the steal. He misses the layup off the steal. Caruso crashes the boards and grabs the rebound, and Carter Bryant commits the foul. Whoa. Free throws for Shai, chat. Free throws for Shai. And the MVP makes the free throw. After that slow start, he's come alive here. And all of a sudden, Wemby subs back into the game with Champagny and Castle. 17 seconds to go. Shai made the first free throw. 2 fouls on the rookie, Carter Bryant. I'll let you know if I place any live bets. And the MVP is flawless at the line here. 2 free throws, and it's Spurs ball. Wemby missed the 3 at the buzzer, and that's how it's going to end. OKC played a sloppy quarter, but they're still up by 2. That's a good sign for them. It was a bit worrying a couple of minutes ago, but even with all of those turnovers, they're up by 2 because they've been forcing turnovers as well. They also got to the free throw line after a slow start. Shai finishes the quarter with 7 points. Wemby has a slow start to the game, and that's a recipe for success, although it's a tight, competitive ball game. How do you feel? Also, vote on the poll that's pinned in the chat. Since it's a relatively close game, it's still a competitive game here. Who wins the game? Who wins the game, chat? Vote on the poll. OKC or Spurs? There's a poll pinned in the chat. Best of luck, Bank of Dennis. And DG37 just cashed OKC minus 1.5 first quarter here at minus 110 odds. Great call. Congrats, DG37. Sharpest chat on earth is off to a great start. That was a bit sweaty, but it doesn't matter. Sweaty cash folds the same. Also, subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot, guys. If you're watching in the background, subscribe. You guys voting on the poll? Says Iceman Era. Katak, you like that album? Digital Printout says sweaty USD stablecoins fold the same. Broken camera film. Broken camera film, welcome back, fam. He said, what's good, fam? Just got off work. Was able to grab Thunder first half team total over 52.5. Best of luck. I hope you cash, fam. And welcome back. Hope you had a productive day. The second quarter is starting. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is on the bench, gets his customary early second quarter rests. Caruso, Holmgren, and Jared McCain in the game. And this is where their lineup will be tested here, but I don't expect Shai to be on the bench for long. Yeah, I did listen to Iceman Katak, you know me. But hey, I'm still on some other stuff musically these days. On my 90s R&B playlists. That's what's been doing it for me lately. And the second quarter has begun. Zach Zaid said, since the All-Star, I can't find a more competitive player than the Alien. You may be right, and right on cue, Zach Zaid. Wemby's going to the free throw line here. Good defense on the other end. Wemby contested that Hartenstein. If you guys are watching the game, Hartenstein and Wemby are basically wrestling right now on every possession. And this time, Hartenstein gets called for the foul. Wemby goes to the line to shoot too. Yeah, my favorite track from that Iceman album is the track called Firm Friends, Katak. I think that's an underrated track on the album. It's obviously not like a popular song, but the Firm Friends track is fire. Man, musically, I'm all over the place. These days, I'm listening to everything from 90s R&B to like some old Red Hot Chili Peppers. No joke, all over the place. Yesterday, I was bumping that Gucci Gangsta Grills from 08, the movie. Mixtape from 08. The first movie mixtape. So I'm all over the place. My attention's all over the place. Let's get back to the game as Wemby hits both free throws. Knocking wood boots, digital printhouse. Can you hear a noise or something? Caruso goes to the free throw line now, and he makes both. First foul on Wemby as OKC goes up by 2 here. Another turnover for the Spurs, and they're evening things up in the turnover count. Dylan Harper coughs it up. Caruso is a menace out there playing middle linebacker / DB. And this is the biggest lead of the game for OKC. It's a 4-point lead, and the non-SGA minutes here are bearing fruit. Hartenstein with the basket. It's a floater, assisted by Cason Wallace. 4-point lead for OKC, 33-29. Let's see what the Spurs do with it on the other end. They're down by 4. And now they're going to the free throw line. Stephon Castle is about to attempt 2. That's pretty cool, Digital Print House. Enjoy it. I'll check it out. Key Glock. Yeah, Key Glock, Mike. I listened to that one, the mixtape Key Glock and Young Dolph, Step Brothers. I still listen to that. Not really a fan of his work like solo, but I mean, I'll check it out. I mean, I'm all, you know, we still bump Dolph in this household. But back to the game though, guys. I love talking anything else with you guys. Let me know. Let me know what you're listening to. Andre Rogers says Key Glock's his son's favorite artist, and he's 3. That's wild. Digital Print House says song H-Town. Somebody. Okay. Look, Stephon Castle just missed a free throw, and Cason Wallace hits the 3. 12-3 run for OKC, by the way. This is their most impressive stretch of the game, carrying over from the end of the first quarter when Shai, ended the quarter on a strong note. And now to start the second quarter, the non-Shai minutes have been very productive here, and everyone's chipping in. Cason Wallace has 7 points after that corner 3, and Cason Wallace's points prop was inflated at 8.5 here, so only one more bucket needed for him to go over, and it's another 3 for OKC. 9-point lead. Jalen Williams with the 3, assisted by Caruso. I have to admit, Caruso has to be the most impressive player in this game so far. I know you guys are watching it, so Alex Caruso is the most impressive player in this game for a variety of reasons. You guys are watching it. You see the energy. It's contagious. The crowd is getting into it. Timeout Spurs. 9-point lead for OKC. And let's see what happens. Jimmy NY said, bang. Redbeard back in the chat. He said he's been fishing for the last couple of days. Welcome back, Redbeard. Angels Grand Slam, Bank of Dennis. It's not looking good for the Spurs right now, I'll be honest. But OKC, with the way they're digging deep here defensively, it's a quality stretch here, but we know there are 4 quarters in the game. Maybe I'll start to look at live betting options on the board. This might be a good time to do so now. Live totals up to 221.5, Dennis. You said you got over 219.5 pregame. Spurs are at plus 7.5. Live line, 7.5 point underdogs live. Let me look at my notes here, see if I can snipe anything live in terms of player props as well. Maybe some live unders. I'll unleash some live bets soon. I won't force it, but this could be a good game for that. Who knows? Maybe Shai will be in after this timeout. I'm shocked Wemby only has 1 rebound. I mean, you're 7 foot a million. 7 a million. And OKC's bench has really shown up in a couple of spots in this series, but they've also been non-existent in other spots. Right now, the others in this OKC lineup. No Jalen Williams, no AJ Mitchell. They're stepping up as a collective. The other Jalen Williams knocking down a shot. Caruso, Cason Wallace, Isaiah Hartenstein. All making an impact here. And we are back from the timeout, chat, so let me get back into the play-by-play. Also, let me know if you bet anything live or if you have any feelings or opinions about the game. We're here to keep the conversation rolling. Cason Wallace steals another turnover for Dylan Harper. Cason Wallace with the steal. But McCain cannot cash in. He's 0 for 2 from the field now. He missed at the rim. And it was a floater. 3 rebounds for Champagny now. The Spurs go the other way. Stephon Castle walks the ball up the court, gives it to Harrison Barnes on the perimeter. He fights off Chet, dumps it off to Wemby, high posts. He drives to the basket, absorbs the contact, misses the shot, but Wemby's going to the free throw line. The foul is on Jay Williams. And Wemby cashes in with the first free throw, 5 points for the alien. The momentum has shifted just a bit. Yeah, professional. We have a Harrison Barnes sighting. Well, the Spurs can't complain about not getting calls tonight. We know that they've been complaining, or at least their fans have been. They've been getting some calls here, but they're turning the ball over at a pretty rapid clip. And OKC's cleaned things up after being, turnover machines earlier in the game. Let's see who takes care of the basketball between now and halftime. Let's see if OKC creates some separation. Or, and they might be doing just that. Jared McCain scores his first bucket of the game. He drives right to the basket and gets on the board. He's 1 for 3 from the field, but 2 points for him. The longer... the more positive that OKC's bench or role players look in this stretch while Shai's getting rest, the better it is. The more of a luxury that OKC has to keep Shai on the bench to make sure he's rested, to make sure he has more left in the tank for later in the game. But either way, Champagny just hit his 4th 3 of the game, 16 points for Julian Champagny to cut that lead back to 6. OKC was up by 9. It's a 6-point lead now. 5 assists for De'Aaron Fox. Who is playing very well. He's one of the few players not turning the ball over. Their floor general. Let's see what OKC does with it. The ball gets knocked out. Caruso's going to the free throw line. Free throws for Caruso. Yeah, Andre, you're right. Yep. Digital Printout says, did you see the official NBA app had the Knicks Thunder going to the finals? I did see that. Someone's getting fired again. We saw something similar with the television promo on ABC. Was it the NBA store or was it the app? If it's the NBA store, that's even crazier. Redbeard said Knicks champs are 30% right now. The Knicks are a train. They are rolling. The New York Knickerbockers, guys. They are rolling. So Caruso did get pushed in the back. He's shooting a free throw. He made the first one. And it's a 7-point lead. First foul on Champagny, who otherwise was playing a very clean game up until that point. And you have to ask yourself, with a few of the other players in this Spurs rotation not being as aggressive as we're accustomed to seeing, how much would the Spurs be down by right now if it was not for Champagny? Even though I bet the Spurs, I have to ask that. It's a legit question. It's a legit question. Yeah, back-to-back sweeps for the Knicks. They'll be rested again. OG is going to be rested for the finals. Another week plus break. Like, someone look it up for me. What exact date does the NBA finals start? If you guys can, chat. Caruso made both free throws, 8-point lead. And we have another foul on OKC. It's on the floor. Cason Wallace, pretty physical basketball game. OKC, we know they play a physical brand of defense as well, and a lot of the times it does work. But this time, Cason Wallace trucked Harrison Barnes out in the open court, but they can't cash in. Wemby finally attempted a jump shot, and he misses though. But it's OKC ball, up by 8. They have a chance to go up by double digits on this possession if they score out in the open court. And there's one thing I'm noticing here, just watching the Spurs and their defense. This is something that can be corrected with a couple of timeouts or some coaching to emphasize it. But you're not seeing that ball movement from the Spurs in their possessions, in their offensive sets right now. You're not seeing that crisp ball movement from San Antonio. One pass, maybe two, and a rush jumper, the ball sticking in one spot. As OKC scores again, Alex Caruso with a jump shot, a little midi as OKC goes up by 10, their biggest lead of the game. And Shai hasn't played in this quarter. It's been all OKC in this quarter so far. The Spurs, their offense is not playing well, in my opinion. If it wasn't for Champagny, if it wasn't for the free throws, speaking of which, Stephon Castle is going to the free throw line. Once again here, that's keeping them in the game, but and it's a foul on Caruso, sending Stephon Castle to the line. Vacay in the chat said June 3rd is the start of the NBA Finals. Thanks for that. Digital Printout said the same thing. June 3rd, NBA Finals Game 1. And thanks for the update, everyone. Who do you think is going to win the title, everyone? Like, even before this game ends, who wins the title? Knicks, Spurs, Thunder. All right, OKC, who wins the title in your eyes? Andre Rogers says the West will win. Whichever team wins this series, basically. DG37 said the Knicks will win this year. Mike said Thunder, bro. Black Star said Thunder. Where's my bro Katak at? Andre Rogers says Knicks haven't had to fight back to back. Fight back to see how they bounce back. Yeah, well. Stephon Castle makes both free throws, and it's back to an 8-point lead. Chat. Jared says he has Knicks futures to win the title. Jimmy NY says Knicks. No surprise there. Big Knicks fans in the chat. Jay Wall says Knicks to win it all. Okay. Seeing some support for the Knicks in the chat as Williams misses a 3 for OKC, and this is the first trip down the court that did not result in points in some form for OKC for 5 or 6 possessions. But either way, OKC doesn't score. De'Aaron Fox misses a 3. He's 1 for 7 from the field, although he's been distributing the ball quite effectively. He's only 1 for 7 from the field. And OKC speeds things up, and they miss a 3 in transition. It's Jared McCain who missed once again. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Vassell misses. Vassell grabs the rebound, and Keldon Johnson scores on the other end. We have our first basket from Keldon Johnson. I need him to go over 6.5 points, and it's a 6-point lead. Keldon Johnson commits the foul on the other end. It's on the floor, though. Still OKC ball, side out. Bank of Dennis says, I think Knicks might have a shot, but he sees a 7-game series no matter who they play. It will be a great series either way. Andre says the Knicks aliens are coming out of the water if the Knicks win. Redbeard said valid points. Healthy Knicks dub. Shai's back in, chat. Shai's back in. And he missed a mid-range jumper, but Jalen Williams gets the offensive board. They give it to Chet, and Chet gets blocked by Wemby. First block for Wemby. Stephon Castle has 5 rebounds, but Wemby only has 1. I can't believe it. As Devin Vassell just missed a 3, Stephon Castle grabbed the offensive board. And we have free throws here free throws for the Spurs, who are in the bonus for the rest of the quarter, chat. And guess who's shooting the free throws? Wemby. He got fouled by Chet Holmgren. 2 more free throws on the way for Wemby. And the Spurs are merchants, free throw merchants today. No, I'm just joking. Also, if there's anyone not watching in the background, subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot. Alex Caruso is going to the locker room. I don't know why. Alex Caruso, I repeat, is headed to the locker room, and I don't know why. He didn't look injured, though. He was walking pretty quickly to the locker room. You guys ready for the World Cup too? Wemby made both free throws, 4-point lead. Is the World Cup in any of your cities? You guys plan on attending any games? You guys ready for that World Cup next month? I am lucky to say that I will be going to one game. I will be able to attend one World Cup game between Germany and Ivory Coast here in Toronto. Shai turns it over. Stephon Castle forces it. Spurs ball. Just past the midway point of. We're at the midway point of the second quarter now. I have not been watching the French Open. I usually do. I'll probably tune in later in the tournament, but I've been quite busy, chat. I can't stress that, between working on another project and also researching sports and other things going on with my family. I've been incredibly busy, but I have been watching a ton of WNBA, a ton of MLB as well. And obviously the NBA playoffs. He tweaked his ankle. Let's go. Keldon Johnson with a dunk, assisted by Dylan Harper. He has 4 points now. And OKC was just up by 10, chat. It's a 9-0 run for the Spurs. It's a 9-0 run for the Spurs, and OKC calls a timeout now. I don't know why I had to refresh the chat, but I can see all your messages again. One-point game. Andre Rogers says, you cashed one ticket? Which ticket did you cash? Which ticket did you cash? I'm rooting for my bro, Broken Camera Film, in the chat, too. He needs OKC first half over 52.5 team total. Maybe he bet them after that slow start live, and I think you're going to cash. Jimmy NY said that's fire. Enjoy that game. Oh, you're talking about the World Cup? Yeah. I will be there. It's on June 21st. Germany versus Ivory Coast. Unfortunately, I decided, the first match is Canada versus Bosnia, and that's the match that has all the hype because obviously it's Canada playing an official World Cup match here in Toronto. But people are paying like $5,000 a ticket for that one, and I'm going to watch it at the FIFA Fan Center that they have at the fan party instead. It's still very expensive for the Germany game, but I decided to go to that one instead. So, yeah, gonna watch Jamal Musiala, Joshua Kimmich. You know? Oh, you bet Keldon Johnson live? You cashed? Great job, Andre Rogers. Sharpest chat's going crazy. Jared said the Golden Knights are up 1-0 in the Western Conference Finals of the NHL. Let's cash tonight, everyone. Maybe I'll hold off and look at live bets at halftime. Halftime, I'll go rapid fire. And Yeah, it should be a great experience, broken camera film. I'll film some content. I'll film some content. Maybe on my other channel, you know? I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord if I make some content just as a fan going to the games and stuff. Would you guys watch that kind of stuff if someone like that, you know, someone that you guys actually like support like me was at the game, like betting on the game, or just like as a fan betting on the game, like in the arena? Would you guys watch stuff like that? Would you guys watch it if it was me? Is what I should ask. Vacay said San Antonio contracts. You doubled up in the last 7 minutes. Great job, Vacay. In the chat, broken camera film said should be a hell of an experience. Should be, man. Should be. Should be. My bro Zach Zate said he's in California. He's going to watch Jordan versus Austria and Turkey versus Paraguay in the World Cup. That should be amazing. Enjoy, Zach Zate. My bro. Hope everything's going well with the renovations, fam. He says he's going to wear a USA jersey. Andre Rogers says he wants to use his FanDuel boosts on a 3-leg banger. I'll look for something. I'm not sure if it'll be 3 legs, but I'll try at halftime. Live bet. Broken camera film. There's some action out there your way in LA as well, broken camera. You're going to indulge in the festivities. Jimmy NY says, I'll watch it. Me and my dad will be locked in the whole tournament. Should be absolutely amazing. Okay, Shai hits a mid-range jumper out of the timeout. We're back. OKC back up by 3. 9 points for the MVP. Assisted by Cason Wallace. Dylan Harper just turned it over right after that and gave it right back to OKC. 4 turnovers from the rookie, who in all honesty has played like a rookie in today's game so far. Jimmy NY said, who do you think wins the World Cup? I'm rooting for Senegal. I'm undecided at this moment. I see France as a very trendy pick. You know, France is a very trendy pick right now. And obviously people are picking Spain, but Lamine Yamal is injured. You know, is he going to be healthy with the hamstring injury? Which is very sad too. Many people were going to pay top dollar to watch Lamine Yamal. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on my plans for the World Cup in the Discord. It's probably going to be on a different channel, different YouTube channel. So as Shai goes right back to the free throw line, he has 10 points now, fouled by Stephon Castle, and he makes both free throws to put OKC back up by 5. Not as much fireworks in the second quarter. It was a pretty entertaining first quarter. Not as much fireworks in the second quarter. Yeah, I'll try my hardest, Digital Print House. Thank you guys for being here. Stephon Castle has 8 points now. Mid-range jumper. The Spurs respond. A rare mid-range jump shot for the Spurs, particularly in this game. Thanks a lot, Digital Print House. And thanks for being here, everyone. He was wide open for that jumper as well. Shai just missed what would have been a signature jumper, and the Spurs go the other way. But Isaiah Hartenstein blocks Dylan Harper in the half-court set. But it falls right back to the Spurs. Wemby missed the layup. OKC goes the other way. And Lou Dort hits a 3. It's a 6-0 run for OKC since that timeout. Sorry, it's not a 6-0 run, chat. But, you know, that was a mistake. But Lou Dort has 5 points, his first 3 of the game. Poor game so far from Devin Vassell and Dylan Harper. They're actually hurting their team here. And the crowd is definitely into it. We all know that these two fan bases have some of the best home court advantages in all of sports, especially in a playoff setting. And this OKC crowd tonight is electric. They're definitely in it. Have to give big credit to the Spurs and their home crowd in games 3 and 4 as well. But we all know historically this OKC team has a ridiculous home court advantage. Mike said Lou Dort's his dude. Lou Dort's playing well, very well, as Devin Vassell missed a mid-range jumper. And it's OKC ball, chat. OKC ball. Bank of Dennis says he thinks the Seattle might be the closest World Cup location to his home. Yeah, you have to check the website. I'm not sure about Seattle. Is Seattle one of the host cities? I know LA is, San Francisco, but Philly, New York, Atlanta. Atlanta is going to have like a couple of really big games in the knockout round in the Mercedes-Benz Arena. Okay, Champagne. Luke Cornett and De'Aaron Fox sub back into the game for Wemby, Keldon Johnson, and Stephon Castle here. So a bit of a different look here. No Castle, no Wemby. Digital, yeah, your Vassell under looks excellent. He's stinking it up tonight, Digital, which is great for you. And Shai hits another mid-range jumper. So Shai's starting to come alive, chat. Shai is starting to come alive. Whoa, Dylan Harper just hit a big three. He has 5 points. To cut that lead back to 5, Devin Vassell forces Shai to turn the ball over for the 5th time in the first half. How often do you see Shai turn the ball over 5 times in one half? And OKC still up. That shows you, just how well they are playing elsewhere. Champagne missed the layup. He actually got blocked by Chet. Great defense from Chet as he gets a piece of that. Chet just blocked him twice in the same possession. He just blocked him twice in the same possession. But the ball goes out of bounds and it's still Spurs ball, side out. Thank you so much, Digital Printhouse, for that super chat donation, brother. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much, brother. I truly appreciate that kind gesture. I had to refresh the chat, but I can see. And thank you. Lou Dort just missed a mid-range jumper, and here comes Chet. He grabs his 5th rebound. It's an offensive board. And the Spurs have been generating second-chance scoring opportunities with these offensive boards. This is a good game for Chet. This is the best start to a game in this series for Chet, in my opinion. He's at the free throw line, second foul on Champagne. Chet hits the first free throw, 9 points and 5 rebounds from Chet. And dare I say, this is the first game where it appears, at least for 2 quarters, that Chet is out-dueling Wemby. Chet is out-dueling Wemby in this game so far. He knocks down both free throws, and this is a conservative Wemby here. He has not been aggressive out in the open court. See, that's ridiculous. They hyped up the World Cup all these years, and local families can't even go to a lot of the games. $1,000 a ticket for France versus Senegal in New Jersey. Jimmy, it's crazy. But I mean, it's the World Cup, but what can I expect? But you would, they doubled the amount of teams involved almost. So you would expect more affordable prices, right? 10 points for Chet. He's on double-double watch tonight. As I said, chat, at halftime, I will look for live betting opportunities with the sharpest chat on earth. And Caruso is back in the game, so he did take a knock with his ankle, but he's back in the game, and he appears to be just fine, chat. So Caruso is back in the game. The heart of the OKC defense, Alex Caruso, as Devin Vassell missed a wide-open corner 3. Chet grabs a rebound. They go coast to coast, and he finishes off the Caruso assist. Great ball movement from OKC. 12 points from Chet Holmgren. And I have to say, once again, there's a night and day difference here between these two teams in terms of ball movement, chat. The ball movement. Crisp ball movement from OKC. They're spreading the wealth. Everyone's touching the ball. It's not sticking in one place. The Spurs, I can't really say that. It's pretty ugly. The Spurs have generated a ton of offense in the fast break. Julian Champagne had that electric start. They've also been shooting a lot of free throws. But other than that, they're not generating quality looks as often as OKC is. As often as OKC is. Yep, great call with that live bet. The live first half team total broken camera. Let's go, fam. Great call. And congrats. Congrats to everyone. The professional said the Southwest is wild. Andre Rogers said, I feel like they're all playing nervous. Could be. Could be. Seattle. Zach Zate. Yeah, okay, so Dennis, yeah, Seattle. Dennis, Zach Zate said Seattle is Iran versus Egypt in Seattle for the World Cup. I just jinxed it. What did I jinx? Digital. Andre Rogers says, did Pop take the trip with them? I'm not sure about that. I didn't see anything about Pop. Greg Popovich. Jay Wall said Chet is trying to beat the allegations that Wemby owns him. I'm guessing that's what you're talking about. Jay Wall said Shai over 7.5 assists is looking quiet. Digital says Victor Wembanyama will spawn in the second half. Probably. He'll probably come alive then. So we had a Spurs challenge on an offensive foul call, and the Spurs won the challenge. So some positive action for the Spurs here as they win the challenge. We have a reversal from Tony Brothers. 9-point lead for OKC. Champagny hits the first free throw. Remember, the foul was reversed. It was reversed to a foul on Chet. So, and Champagny hits the first free throw. 2 fouls on Chet here. 17 points for Champagny. It's an 8-point ball game. 2 minutes to go until halftime. There it is, Jared Weiss. You cashed with Alex Caruso, 2+3s. Biggest lead of the game for OKC. A Caruso 3, 12 points for Caruso, assisted by Shai. 11-point lead, just under 2 minutes to go, 61-50, as Stephon Castle is going right back to the free throw line. And a bit of a role reversal here in terms of who's the free throw merchants tonight. Hit that like button as well, everyone. Thanks a lot. And Caruso's been money. 9 points for Castle. And Castle makes both free throws. He has 10 points. So we need Castle to get to 15 and Dylan Harper to score 10 points as Munetaka Murakami hits a home run for the White Sox to tie the ball game against the Twins to my right in the bottom of the 8th inning. His 19th home run of the season. 9-point lead for OKC. How are you guys doing with MLB season? Betting on baseball. Alex Caruso's at the line. De'Aaron Fox, his first mistake really of the half. He fouls Caruso while both teams are in the bonus here, and Caruso knocks down the first free throw to put OKC back up by 10. Bank of Dennis said he might cash Fox 7+ assists by halftime. You definitely have a chance. DG37 said he's going to bet Wemby to go under his PRA line at halftime. Yeah, the over's on a good pace, Dennis. Andre said the Spurs need another halftime speech. Jared Weiss, yep, great call, Jared, with Caruso. 11-point lead for San Antonio. And we have another foul on the Spurs. It's on Champagnie. This foul is going to send Shai to the free throw line, and it was on a rebound attempt. So, sloppy sequence for the Spurs, who do seem to be a bit rattled at the moment. I'm not sure if it's the crowd or just maybe the stakes and the weight of the moment, the gravity of the moment. But OKC is, they're not in control yet, but they are creating separation here, and they have been the better team in this half of basketball. And the MVP knocks down the first free throw to give him 14 on the game. 3 fouls on Champagnie. That could be an issue later on. Champagnie is one of the better defenders in this Spurs rotation. Shai knocks down both free throws to extend that OKC lead to 13, which is their biggest lead of the game. And this is a big possession for the Spurs. Can they generate quality looks here? The OKC is also digging in defensively. They're making it very difficult for San Antonio. And under a minute to go, Wemby just missed a 3. And Wemby only has 1 field goal in this half after all the Wemby talk. But there is a foul. Let me see. It was on the rebound. Stephon Castle's about to attempt more free throws, chat. More free throws for Castle. How many free throws has Castle attempted? All his points are from free throws, except for that 3 he hit at the beginning of the game. JT said under straight leg bets in the MLB have been cashing for him. Andre Rogers has joined you with Johnson 6.5. Yeah, Johnson has 4. Let's hope he gets the usage. Digital Print House just cashed Bryce Harper home run. Great call. Congrats to all the winners. Illmatic said Victor's second half primetime. I would like to see that. I'll look at the board as fast as I can to look for more bets. Digital said it feels like Wemby got the call, not the lay down call. Redbeard said I'm doing better than the Twins. Definitely, the White Sox are having a bit of a breakout season. And Shai's back at the free throw line. Whoa! 16 points now after making the first one. 2 fouls on Castle. I have an idea for a live bet here at halftime. I'll let you know. I'll check out the odds in a moment. And Shai makes both free throws, chat. 17 points for the MVP. No surprise there. As many in the chat did expect a bit of a bounce back from Shai. At least that's what they're getting in the first couple of quarters here. And Keldon Johnson scores, assisted by De'Aaron Fox. You cashed, Dennis. 6 points for Johnson. We need 1 more point to cut that lead back to 11. But Shai scores on the other end pretty quickly as well. So 19 points for Shai. Gilgeous-Alexander, it's a signature mid-range jumper in Stephon Castle's face to put OKC back up by 13. But that does leave a lot of time for the Spurs to maybe get a quality shot here. And let's see what they do with it. They're taking some time off the clock, as they should. Fox has the one-on-one matchup top of the key with Lou Dort. Here comes the pick from Wemby. Fox drives into the defense. He lobs it to Wemby, who scores. I think Wemby scored. It says Fox on the screen, but it looked like an alley-oop to Wemby. Did Wemby touch that or not? Maybe Wemby didn't touch it. I have to see another angle there. It says Fox scored here. I thought Wemby just alley-ooped that. Let's see if it's corrected on the board here. But either way, that's the half, chat. 69-58. OKC up by 11. Tons of free throws for both teams in this half. OKC got more in aggregate out on the open court from their role players. The role players on the Spurs side of things that I expected to have a good game are going to have to step it up, in my opinion. Wemby is going to have to be much more aggressive. And they corrected it. It was an alley-oop. 8 assists for Fox. 11 points for Wemby. Wemby is going to have to do more. He's going to have to do the heavy lifting here because he hasn't taken advantage of his one-on-one matchups. And that jumper isn't really falling for Wemby either. He's been cleaning up around the rim, had a couple of free throws as well. But let's see what happens in the second half, chat. How do you feel? Some people in the chat are with the Spurs here tonight. Some people in the chat are with OKC. How do you feel about the second half and how it's going to unfold? I'm going to look at the live odds now, player props total, and the spread right now. I do ask you to hit the like button for me because YouTube is punishing me with the algo today for not being very active recently. So actually, it could be for a variety of reasons. You never know. But if you guys can hit the like button and feel free to join in on the chat. I'm going to take a look at the live odds here. Let me just log back into a couple of books. Give me a moment, chat. I'm going to look at some live odds here. Drop your plays in the chat. Also, if anyone wants to join my Discord server, join. It's pinned in the chat. Just make sure you verify or it's going to kick you out. Okay. I think PRA might be a decent play, J-Wall. Let me look a bit closer here and see what I have missed. Hartenstein played well defensively. I have to give Chet came for his haters in this game so far. It's been 2 quarters, but Looking at Hartenstein's rebounds. Hold on, I'll let you know if I bet it. Looking at possible live betting options, so just hold on, chat. So there is a live bet that I like. It's a 2-leg same game parlay. Give me a second. I like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 6+ assists. And Stephon Castle's 6+ assists. Minus 113 together on FanDuel to win a half unit. I just placed that bet, a 2-leg parlay on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 6+ assists parlayed with Stephon Castle, 6+ assists, minus 113 on FanDuel. 2-leg, same game, 2-game live, same game parlay. Working on more as well, so just give me a moment. Let me know if you're tailing in the chat. And Wemby, I mean, Wemby has 1 rebound. I mean, that has to be an absolute anomaly. That has to be an anomaly. 1 rebound in the first half of a playoff game? That's wild. That's wild. Here's another live bet that I'm placing. Isaiah Hartenstein, 8+ rebounds, straight bet by itself, minus 104 to win a half unit on FanDuel. Hold on. Give me a moment, chat. I might double down on Wemby's rebounds at 8+, or do I go 6+ in a parlay instead? Or straight bet the 8+? Still have a few minutes here, just give me a moment. And I'll get right back into the chat. Drop your plays in the chat. Take a peek at the chat, everyone. Vote on the poll, too. I would like to see Dylan Harper score 5 more points, so that would be great to give us a chance with that 2-leg parlay, the +179 bet, to try to claw him back in the event of a disaster. Possible disaster elsewhere. No points for Luke Cornett, I see. Yeah, I'm going to go with Wemby 8+ rebounds. Victor Wembanyama 8+ rebounds on FanDuel -112 odds, straight bet. So he'll need to grab 7 rebounds in the second half. So I just placed a straight bet on Wemby, 8+ rebounds at -112 odds. Isaiah Hartenstein, 8+ rebounds, -104. I was thinking a 2-leg parlay, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 30+ points with Wemby, 6 rebounds. What does that even pay? Actually, no. Hold on. No, yeah, scratch that. Scratch that. Okay, let me see what the chat's saying. Yeah, I think Keldon Johnson will get to 10+ points. Andre Rogers. Is it still plus money? I think that could be worth it. I think that's a pretty good bet, actually. I haven't pregame, so I'm just gonna roll with that. But Jimmy NY said he bet Thunder -4.5, but he feels like the Spurs will come back. He took Spurs +9.5 live to middle. And Jay Wall said Jalen Williams, the center, PRA possibly. DG37 said he's tailing. Redbeard said alien waiting for OT, bro. Ha. Shane said Caruso cashed with ease. A great call with Caruso, Shane. Charlotte Vonnie said interesting game. OKC will definitely win this, then the Spurs will win game 6. Digital Print House said Adam Silver calling. Jared said, are you talking about the NHL game? And the second half is about to start, so Okay, let's get back to the play-by-play, everyone. I might bet more live, actually. I'll let you know. But the game is back. Enjoy it all. San Antonio Spurs versus the Oklahoma City Thunder, Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. And we are back to the action. Let me just minimize this as... we have a shot clock violation from the Spurs. Oh, from OKC. And, yeah. Let's see what the Spurs do with it. Wemby missed right in front of the basket. I think he made that a bit more difficult than it should have been. Julian Champagnie just grabbed the rebound off the Lou Dort 3 on the other end, who missed. And neither team has scored yet to start the third quarter, to start the second half. De'Aaron Fox gets blocked. De'Aaron Fox gets blocked by Shai. Wemby just got his second block of the game. He blocks Jared McCain. But the ball still lands at OKC and Lou Dort with the putback layup. And OKC goes up by 13. Spurs ball. We have an offensive foul call on Julian Champagnie. 4 fouls on Champagnie now, chat. And even worse for the Spurs, it's a turnover. But yeah, good luck to everyone in the chat. Jared said he's betting the Dodgers tonight about to start. Charlavani said crazy. Champagnie's total is 20.5, and he has 17 already. Well, he just picked up his 4th foul, and Jared McCain made them pay more points off of turnovers. Jared McCain and 15-point lead, and they have a chance to go up by 16 here. And it's all OKC. Excuse me, chat. Nice move, too, from McCain. That was a highlight play, too. This guy just threw a circus shot up. He missed the free throw, though. Spurs catch a small break, but it won't matter if they don't score on the other end. It's all OKC right now, up by 15. Second half did start. The only positive thing you can say for the Spurs is that they do have time. They do have time. But got to tip my hat to what OKC is doing here tonight. As Champagnie, too many shot attempts for Champagnie, in my opinion, who missed once again, this time driving to the basket. Another heavily contested layup. And, whoa, OKC hits a 3. It's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 22 points, 2 threes for Shai, and the Spurs are forced to call an early timeout here. Only 2 minutes into the second half. 22 points for the MVP, as he just cooked Champagnie. No joke. No joke. Yep, we did get 5 rebounds from Hartenstein. I did see that. Thanks for the update. Good luck to you as well, Shane, Jared, Charlavani, Dennis, Digital Printhouse, everyone, Andre Rogers, Jimmy NY, Charlavani, Andre Rogers, DG37, Jay Wall, Redbeard, Illmatic, JT95. I see you guys. And the fans are into it. The fans are into it. Broken Camera Film said he went with the Spurs live spread. At halftime or now, Broken Camera? Andre Rogers says Keldon Johnson's 10-plus drop to -108. I think they should get Keldon Johnson onto the floor, actually. Champagnie has cooled off considerably, and he's making mistakes. You're also still not seeing that aggressive Wemby here, so... Professional said he hedges out of the Spurs. He has OKC winning by 5 and 8+ with the over in the game. I hope you cash. Well, I mean, I hope you enjoy the game. I hope that somehow that the Spurs can come back. But hey, someone must win. And I hope you cash with the over, though. Broken Camera said he bet the Spurs halftime plus 9.5. Best of luck. They're hitting home runs in MLB today, left and right, on this screen I have to the side. Hold on, Chad. I have to plug my phone charger in. If I bet anything more live, I'll let you know. And I'll be back with WNBA picks tomorrow. I think many of you have notifications on, but turn notifications on for my channel if you don't. And take 1 second to join my Discord that's pinned in the chat. And the camera just cut to Wemby, trying to lead his group in the huddle in the timeout. I saw that Trey Turner with the solo shot, digital print house. And let's see if the Spurs can fight back here. I mean, it's all OKC, very impressive. No excuses either. And that's not what you want to see out of the timeout. A fishy play. Not fishy. I can't say that just because it went against me. Fox with the turnover. And you just don't want to see that out of the timeout. What did you talk about? De'Aaron Fox throws it away. OKC ball. And OKC goes up by 20. They extend their biggest lead of the game. Shai with 24 points, chat. Signature mid-range jump shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Assisted by Hartenstein. Castle does get the layup there and a pretty difficult finish at the rim. Not difficult for him, but OKC has been played well defensively at the rim, and Castle has 14 points now. Jared McCain is having a decent start to the second half. 6 points for McCain now. Another assist for Hartenstein. 3 assists, I think, all in this half for Hartenstein. Wemby does score again, the two-man game with Castle. It does work. They convert the play. It's an and one opportunity for Wemby. It's an 18-point lead. And he has a chance to cut to 17 with the free throw attempt here. 4 assists for Castle. I would like to see Wemby get a bit more selfish in this half, but you don't see OKC cough up 18-point leads very often, so. Wemby does make the free throw. $17-point lead for OKC. 8:45 on the clock. The ball gets tipped out of bounds. It's still OKC ball. The fact that Wemby has 1 rebound is wild. Now, the rebounds category is a random stat. I've said that many times this season. So it's a pretty random stat category, but having only 1 rebound to be as tall as you are does imply not a lack of effort, but Wemby's just not in the game like you would expect to see. And Jared McCain knocks down another mid-range jumper to give him 8 points and four assists for Hartenstein. But Stephon Castle responds. He's putting together a decent game here, although the majority of his points are from the free throw line. Little midi there to cut that lead back to 17. Teams are trading baskets now. The Spurs won't get back into this game unless they get some stops. And it's OKC ball, 8:30 on the clock. Oh, they go back up by 20. It's the Jared McCain quarter. 4 assists for Shai, though, for our live bet at halftime. We need 2 assists from Shai, 2 assists from Castle. But regardless, for the Spurs and their fortunes in this game, they have a Jared McCain problem all of a sudden. And McCain with a big 3, and the crowd is on their feet. Let's see what the Spurs do with it. Okay, another assist for Castle. 5 assists for Stephon Castle. To give him 5. Sorry, Champagny has 19 points now, and 1 for Champagny, who is in foul trouble, but he's still on the court. They're down by a lot. They need their better defenders on the court. He has a chance to cut the lead back to 17 to negate that McCain 3. As Hartenstein and Lou Dort sub out of the game for some rest here. Alex Caruso and Jalen Williams sub in. And De'Aaron Fox subs out of the game for Dylan Harper. Champagny makes the free throw. We need 1 assist from Castle. We need 2 assists from Shai for that live halftime parlay. DG37 cash with Cam Schlittler under 4.5 hits allowed at MLB. Sharp lines, sharp market. Great call. Jared, let's go, fam. I'll try to get back on track with the WNBA tomorrow. It's a good start to the season overall. Just it had a couple of bad bets with that Mystics game the other day. And there weren't any games today, so. Best of luck, broken camera film. DG37. Oh, Ketel Marte has been the hottest player in baseball over the last 2 weeks. For sure. The guy isn't playing. He's been insane. We do have an OKC turnover. Chet loses the ball. And we do cash a bet, chat. I cashed something. Keldon Johnson scores off the turnover with the layup, assisted by Dylan Harper. And that's a good recipe for success. The Spurs are pretty dangerous out on the open floor. So cash the bet with Keldon Johnson over 6.5 points. That is a pregame bet that I won, but we have a long way to go with some of these other bets. I mean, this is pretty bad stuff from Wemby, who does commit a foul on the other end here. And it's actually on a rebound attempt. Whoa, Chet missed the 3, and guess who responded on the other end? It's Keldon Johnson with the 3 to give him 11 points to cash for Andre Rogers in the chat. That 10 plus points line was free for plus money at halftime, Andre. But Chet responds on the other end. He scores once again. How about 5 assists for Alex Caruso? It was just a 12-point lead because of that Keldon Johnson 3, but after that Chet dunk, it's a 14-point lead again. And Stephon Castle has arrived. 19 points for Stephon Castle, his second 3 of the game. After that Keldon Johnson offensive rebound to generate a second chance scoring opportunity. And it's back to an 11-point game after trailing by 20. That was a nice shot from Castle. But unfortunately, Keldon Johnson, who has been a spark plug here over the last couple of minutes, commits a foul on the other side of the court. I think it's on the floor. And one thing we can all agree, no matter what you bet today, there are the refs, Tony Brothers and this officiating crew, they are loose with the whistle tonight. They are blowing that whistle, chat. But as I said, they're not in the bonus yet. It is OKC ball. And they miss. The Spurs catch a break. Wow, Wemby grabbed his second rebound, chat. Let's all clap for Wemby. He's 8 feet tall and he has 2 rebounds. And Devin Vassell hits a 3 in transition, assisted by Stephon Castle. It's a 14-2 run for the Spurs, who cut that 20-point lead down to 8. And the crowd just went quiet. Timeout OKC. And that's what they needed. They needed to be more assertive. They need to be more decisive. They're getting stops defensively, but we saw the Spurs force turnovers in the first half. They weren't cashing in because they looked indecisive. They're making quicker decisions over the last couple of minutes. You don't have much time to think against one of the most intelligent, active defenses in NBA history in the OKC Thunder. You have to be quick. You have to be decisive. And we saw a flash of what worked in game 4 over the last 2.5 minutes, but will it carry over after this timeout? Or will the Thunder get back to the line? What will happen? Find out next time on Whoa, Jared Weiss, and now Mookie Betts hits a home run. How many home runs have been hit today in MLB? This is crazy on the side here. Also, Castle has 6 assists, chat. So we need 2 assists from Shai, and we'll cash that live parlay, that live halftime parlay. So you're saying there's a chance. Can we get 5 random points from Dylan Harper? Can we turn this night around? Can we do it together? Thank you guys for being here. Jared said Spurs money line plus 340. If I wasn't already loaded right now with that 1 unit play pregame, I would sprinkle that. I would sprinkle that. It is a bit of a public side, but yeah, broken camera and they're back. DG37's laughing. My bro in the chat. Andre Rogers, congrats to that Keldon Johnson play as well. Did anyone tail Keldon Johnson over 6.5 pregame? It's a small prize. I have tons of bets, but did anyone tail me with that bet, or did anyone tail Andre at halftime with the 10 plus money bet? I did say he could be an X factor in this game. I'm not going to go that far and say I was right, but he's having a good game, Keldon Johnson, right now. He's playing a clean basketball game right now. Jared tailed. Let's go, Jared. My bro. Best of luck, Redbeard. Double Castle in the over solo. Let's go, Redbeard. I hope you cash. Illmatic, he betted as well. Let's go, Illmatic. Welcome back, fam. And even when the season's done, I'm going to try to keep the live streams going in some fashion. Because I win or lose, I really do like watching the basketball games with you. This stream and this community is nothing without you guys. So maybe we can do some WNBA streams, live betting streams. Maybe we can roll over to MLB. Would you guys like some random MLB baseball betting streams? Maybe I should just come up with a schedule, you know? I do have a vacation planned, but it won't be that long. I'll be gone for about 2 weeks. I'm visiting Spain. But that's right after the NBA Finals, chat, so. Should be a fun summer for me, you know? Going to my first ever World Cup match in attendance, Germany, Ivory Coast. Then I'm going to go visit Spain. I'm going to have a brief stop at my father's house as well in England. My dad lives in England. But either way, because he hasn't been feeling too well these days, but you guys, that's another thing for another day. Hartenstein just grabbed his 6th rebound, chat. And Shai just recorded his 5th assist. It was an offensive rebound from Hartenstein. Caruso did hit a 3. That's bad for the Spurs spread bet, but it's good for the live bet that we placed at halftime. We need 1 assist from Shai. 1 assist from Shai to cash that halftime parlay. Andre said WNBA stream tomorrow. Would you guys like that? Lookout Media, welcome back, fam. He said MLB's been cool. He's been clearing pretty good in MLB as well. Aaron, and welcome back. I'm glad to hear that. Let's go, Illmatic. Aaron Laker says would love some WNBA games. Yeah, we'll do it. I see a few of you saying it. Andre Rogers as well. Yeah, Jared Weiss, Mookie went yard. Let me get back into the game because Hartenstein just grabbed his 7th rebound. We need 1 more rebound from Isaiah Hartenstein to cash that live bet at halftime, and 1 assist from Shai to cash a live bet at halftime as well. I would love to see Dylan Harper go on a random 5-point outburst. It's still an 11-point lead. It's still a basketball game. here. Yeah, I'll let you know. Andre, if I don't start the WNBA streams tomorrow, I'll definitely publish a picks video for you guys with some picks. We have 5 WNBA games tomorrow. It has been a positive season for me so far. Obviously not spectacular success, but I'm seeing the board pretty well, and I'll try to keep that rolling for you guys tomorrow. But maybe I will. Just check the channel, keep notifications on. Hey, thanks a lot, fam. Absolute real one. Lookout media. You as well. Hope you have a great summer. We have another 4 assists from Isaiah Hartenstein. Connective passing from the big Kenrich Williams with his second 3 of the game to 6 points, and they pushed that lead back to 12. And Keldon Johnson turns it over. I definitely don't want to see that. It's a traveling call. He's been a bright spot for them in this game, but not in that moment. And it's OKC ball. Up by 12. Keegan, welcome back, bro. He bet the Spurs plus 6.5 at plus 174 on an alt line. Best of luck. Let's cash. And OKC does not cash in. Shai commits his 6th turnover of this ball game and cash it, chat. Isaiah Hartenstein just grabbed his 9th rebound. If it's not 9, it's 8. That could be a mistake, but either way, we just cashed our live bet at halftime. Isaiah Hartenstein, 8+ rebounds, cashes the live halftime bet. Let's see if we can cash the other 2. Because this has to be the worst Wemby game of the playoffs so far. Wemby's causing economic damage globally tonight. I can only imagine what the trolls are saying online about Wemby. Did anyone tail me with that Isaiah Hartenstein 8+ rebounds bet? I think Jared Weiss cashed pregame as well. I forgot about that. Congrats, Jared, and congrats to anyone that tailed me at halftime as well. DG37 said the over-under is at 242.5. Pregame 217 was looking free. Yeah, I did say I lean that way, and it's going to fly over 217. Look at the amount of free throws. DG37 tailed, and J Wall tailed as well with Hartenstein rebounds. Love to see you guys winning. Let's see if we can get some more good results on the board tonight. Digital Printhouse tailed and put it in a parlay. We have a couple of buckets from De'Aaron Fox here to sort of stem the flow. It's still a 10-point game. The Spurs are still within striking distance. It's actually a bit of a miracle that they're only down by 10 with Wemby not having that, that Wemby game right now. And we just got some great news, chat. Not Isaiah Hartenstein scoring, but cash the live parlay. In the third quarter, 6+ assists for Shai, 6+ assists for Stephon Castle. The 2-leg parlay, minus 113, cashes. So 2 of the 3 live bets cash in the third quarter to maybe minimize some damage just in case the Spurs do not cover today. And we have a 4-point play. Devin Vassell hits a 3. He has both of his 3s in this quarter after not scoring. Nice pass from Harper. It's a 4-point play opportunity. He's going to the free throw line to try to cut this lead back to 8. Did anyone tail the 2-leg parlay on the screen? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 6+ assists. Castle, 6+ assists, 2-leg parlay. Let's go, chat. That we cashed that, and Keldon Johnson and Isaiah Hartenstein. The third quarter has been good to us so far. Can we get a backdoor from the Spurs to make up for my Wemby rebounds reads? Can we get 5 random points from Dylan Harper? Find out next time on. Unfortunately, Vassell missed the free throw. And then Castle commits a foul on the other end. That's going to send OKC to the free throw line. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will shoot 2 here. The MVP, and that's a lack of defensive discipline from Stephon Castle. But Shai missed the free throw. That's rare. The Spurs catch a break. And Dylan Harper subs back in for Castle. 4 fouls on Castle, 4 fouls on Champagny. Keep an eye on both. Dylan Harper subs back in after Harper just subbed out and they had to put him right back in because of that 4th foul from Castle. Shai splits the pair, makes the second free throw. The MVP has 25 points once again, and OKC goes back up by 10. Digital Print House said he needs 2 more points from Fox to cash with the Fox 8+, SGA 6+ assists, and Keldon Johnson 8+, Hartenstein rebounds plus 360. I hope you cash, brother. It's looking great. Your odds are looking great there. Let's go, Jared. I see you guys tailed with the assists. J Wall as well. Julian Champagny has been disciplined since picking up that 4th foul. He scores to give him 22 points, leading all Spurs players, and this time it's off glass to cut that lead back to 8. So these teams are essentially trading points over the last couple of minutes since that big Spurs run, that 14-2 run that cut the lead from 20 down to 8. They're essentially hovering around that mark since that point. More free throws for Shai. Story of my life. No, I'm just joking. It looked like a foul. It looked like Luke Cornett fouled him with his offhand. He hit Shai in the face there. So, I mean, we know that, some fans don't like Shai, but tonight, I mean, these have been fouls. Shai's done a great job of getting to the free throw line and taking advantage of a lack of discipline from some key Spurs players, and he hits the first free throw to put them back up by 9. And he makes the first free throw. He makes both. 27 points for the MVP, and he has a chance to clear 30, possibly before the end of the third quarter for the chat. I know a lot of you dropped money on that 30-plus line for Shai today. And it's a 10-point game. De'Aaron Fox, 3 for 12 from the field. He just missed once again. But Dylan Harper grabs an offensive rebound. They give it to Vassell, and he misses. OKC ball. They caught a break there. Another foul on Luke Cornett that's going to send OKC to the line. Now, this time, Luke Cornett doesn't agree, but I think it's a foul. Let's see. I think OKC just got away with an offensive interference. I think they got away with a goaltending offensive interference, one or the other. And maybe ball doesn't lie because Jalen Williams missed the first free throw. Ball don't lie. Wemby subbing back in for the final minute of the quarter, along with Keldon Johnson, Chet. He missed both. He missed both. Ball don't lie. I just wanted to say that. Ball don't lie, chat. Wow, thank you so much for that $20 super chat donation, Jared. One of the absolute realists. My bro, thank you so much, fam, for that kind gesture. I truly appreciate you, fam. I'm always rooting for you. That really means a lot. Best of luck to you and everyone else here. Thank you so much, Jared. I want to see you all win. I want to see you all win, man. Welcome back, Star Videos. And Charlavani just cashed with Champagny 21 plus points. A live bet at minus 115. Sharpest chat on earth. You guys are going crazy. Congrats, Charlavani. Jared needs 1 more 3 from Alex Caruso. Thanks once again, Jared. And Digital Print House as well. And Mike earlier for the super chats, guys. That's not what we want to see. Wemby throws the ball out of bounds as soon as he entered the game. But did that ball go off Chet's foot? They're not challenging it. That ball went off Chet's foot. He said he's challenging. That's crazy. Mitch Johnson wanted to challenge that call, and they didn't give him the challenge. Spurs head coach, he's angry. And now Shai's going to the free throw line. That's a crazy sequence. That's a crazy sequence. And now Mitch Johnson gets hit with a technical foul. The refs are in the building. The refs have entered the chat. Wow. Wow. Sinister. That was sinister. And Shai makes both free throws. Tony Brothers has laid down the law in this game. Hey, like Woe Finance. Welcome back. DG37 just placed a live bet on Case and Wallace under 1.5 rebounds at plus 140. Best of luck, DG37. Shai has 30, by the way, so congrats to all the Shai bettors. De'Aaron Fox going to the free throw line, Digital Pronounce. He makes the first free throw. That was funny. That was a crazy sequence. But hey, I mean, it happens, right? And Fox missed the second free throw. Wemby was fighting for the rebound and he gets fouled. And now Wemby's going to the free throw line off of the rebound attempt. He has a chance to cut it back to single digits. Is that a bit of a makeup sequence? What do you guys think? Wemby hits the free throw, 15 points for Victor Wembanyama. Wemby goes 2 for 2 at the line to cut that lead to 10. And Jared McCain misses a 3 at the buzzer. And there you have it, chat. 10-point lead for OKC. Here comes the money quarter. Have to give the Spurs credit for fighting back into this game, fighting their way back into this one after trailing by 20. Who wins, chat? Will the Spurs come back or not? Tony Brothers snapped with that non-call. Ooh, okay, I'm back. I had to text my sister. What are you guys saying, chat? Let me see what the chat's saying. You need one more PRA from Wallace, JT? Let's cash. Let's cash. Yeah, only 3 rebounds from Wemby. Can he grab 5 random rebounds for us in this half? Digital Print House, you still have a chance with De'Aaron Fox. I hope you cash. Jay Wall said 2 more assists for Shai and Fox 1 more rebound. Let's cash, guys. I hope you guys cashed. Illmatic still likes Spurs plus 4.5. And the fourth quarter is starting. Wemby missed a shot attempt to start the fourth quarter, and we're off to the races, chat. It was a hook shot, the unblockable Wemby hook shot. We have a jump ball, by the way. It's Wemby versus Hartenstein. And what are the refs talking about now? People are losing their minds on social media about Tony Brothers not giving that challenge to the Spurs. Wouldn't even let them call the challenge. Tony Brothers is a veteran ref. That's a bad look. And Stephon Castle turns the ball over after Wemby wins the jump ball. Not a good look there. 10 points. 10-point lead for OKC. And OKC makes them pay this time off of another Spurs turnover. It's Isaiah Hartenstein assisted by Cason Wallace. And there you go, JT95. You just cashed with that Cason Wallace. You needed 1 more PRA, right? Wemby misses a 3. Wemby's only 3 for 11 from the field. 3 of 11. It's pretty bad game from Wemby, guys. He was wide open there. Isaiah Hartenstein grabs his 10th rebound of the game. but Caruso turns it over from Castle with his third steal. And he scores in transition. It's 21 points for Stephon Castle. And the Spurs are still hanging around. Pivotal Game 5 of the NBA Western Conference Finals. And now another OKC turnover. It's Isaiah Hartenstein. Champagny steals the ball. Then he turns it over after forcing the turnover. Sloppy sequence from both teams. And this time, Cason Wallace forces the turnover. Caruso assists Isaiah Hartenstein. And Hartenstein dunks the ball. And he has a double-double. What were the odds for that Isaiah Hartenstein double-double, chat? Absolute madness. Absolute madness. Chet grabbed his 8th rebound off the missed Champagny 3. And this is a bad start to the half for the Spurs. They haven't... Did they score yet? Yeah, they scored with the Castle layup. But Castle just committed another foul on the floor. He fouled Chet on the floor. It looked like a jump ball, too. That's a bad call, man. The refs, they're with OKC today. I'm just going to say it. They're with the Thunder. It's a poorly officiated basketball game here. Dylan Harper is back in the game. Can we get 5 random points from him? Keldon Johnson also subs back in. Champagny and Castle just left the game, and I think Castle has 5 fouls, chat. 5 fouls for Stephon Castle, so hit job on Castle. Zobo needs Harper to score 1 more point. And we catch a break. Caruso missed a layup and Wemby grabs the rebound. 4 rebounds for Wemby. Can he grab 4 more? I mean, he's Wemby. They're down by 12. They're going to chase this game. Things might speed up here with Harper on the floor. That would have been big. Keldon Johnson gets his 3 blocked by Cason Wallace. Spectacular basketball game for Cason Wallace. And the OKC runs on the other end, and Chet Holmgren is going to the free throw line. Great job, JT94. Zach Zate in the building. Redbeard in the building. Jay Wall needs 2 more assists from Shai. Chet's at the free throw line. This is the best game from Chet in the series. And now we have 4 fouls on Keldon Johnson. So 4 fouls on Champagny, 5 fouls on Stephon Castle, 4 fouls on Keldon Johnson. Now that was a foul. I agree with the refs there. Keldon Johnson was holding Chet. But that other call on Stephon Castle, that was a jump ball. That was a very strange call. Yeah, it might be too much Champagny. Redbeard, what was plus 450, Redbeard? I hope Dylan Harper cashes for you, Zobo. As Wemby misses another shot attempt close to the rim. I haven't seen Wemby miss this many shots somewhat close to the rim for quite some time. They're down by 14. That was a bad shot, too. Good defense from Hartenstein, but Wemby just threw it up. He just gave it away. Another foul called on the Spurs, this time on Keldon Johnson, and Keldon Johnson cannot believe it. A foul on the floor, but that's 5 fouls on Keldon Johnson. 5 fouls on Keldon Johnson, 5 fouls on Stephon Castle. I just saw another angle. I have to be honest. That was a foul. That was a foul on Keldon Johnson. You couldn't tell from the other angle, but he held his jersey. That was a foul. Jared McCain shoots an air ball. Spurs have it. Dylan Harper in the fast break gives it to Vassell. And we have a foul on Jared McCain. It's on the floor, though. I thought it was a traveling call for a second, but the Spurs actually caught a break there. 10 plus points for Chet was okay. Redbeard, okay. Thanks for the update. So De'Aaron Fox just missed. He's 3 for 13 from the field. Wemby just grabbed an offensive rebound and put it back up, put back layup for the Spurs, and 5 rebounds for Wemby. Can we get 3 more rebounds from Wemby? Can we get 3 more rebounds from Wemby, chat? Hartenstein is just gobbling up rebounds like he's Shaq tonight. But then he turned the ball over. Keldon Johnson forces the steal. He has to be careful because he can foul out, but I mean, you're chasing the game, so you have to go for it. And Wemby's going to the free throw line. He has a chance to get to 20. Free throws on the way for Wemby, chat. He has a chance to cut this lead to 10. 107-95 with 7.5 minutes to go in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. I'm Myguyknowsaguy. This is my sports predictions channel. Thanks for watching this live NBA watch party, predictions watch party with me. NBA picks, player props, and predictions. Hit that like button for me. Timeout OKC after Wemby hit the first free throw. So now Hartenstein's in foul trouble. Hartenstein has 4 fouls. So OKC calls a timeout. Wemby hit the first free throw. Let's see what happens after the timeout. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel, chat. Hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Let's see what happens, chat. Best of luck. It's been a pleasure to watch this game with you all. Sharpest chat on planet Earth. Congrats, JT95 as well. Does anyone think the Spurs are going to maybe backdoor cover here? Does anyone think they have a chance? Let's take a look at the live box score. I want to see the turnover count. Hold on. So 16 turnovers for OKC, 14 turnovers committed by the Spurs. As of right now, the Spurs are winning the turnover battle, but they are losing by 11 points. You don't see that very often. You don't see that very often, but the margins are thin in this particular series. It's they're cleaning up on the boards, on the defensive boards. OKC, they've been strong. OKC's also generated more second chance scoring opportunities, but it's definitely the foul trouble for the Spurs. Even though both teams have attempted quite a few free throws, Wemby goes 2 for 2 at the line. We're back from the timeout. Welcome in, everyone, as we approach the home stretch of this pivotal Game 5. Wemby has 20 points now after a poor start to the game. Shai just missed a mid-range jumper. 5 rebounds for Dylan Harper now. 10-point lead for OKC. Spurs have it. Spurs have it. And there you go, Digital Print House in the chat. You cashed with De'Aaron Fox. 4 assists for Dylan Harper. De'Aaron Fox with the fast break bucket. And that was a nice shot. He attacked Cason Wallace there and hit him with a nice move in the paint. And that was a nice bucket from De'Aaron Fox. Lightning quick reflexes. And it's back to single digits. It's an 8-point lead for OKC. 7 minutes to go as we approach clutch time. But it's Shaq, a.k.a. Isaiah Hartenstein, at least for tonight, with a hook shot, the first field goal for OKC in over 3 minutes of regulation time, assisted by SGA. So 7 assists for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander now. The Spurs, they push the other way. They take a bit of time off the shot clock here. Devin Vassell, he misses a layup at the rim. Good defense from OKC. And Jared McCain hits a 3 on the other end, assisted by Shai. Back-to-back possessions ending with a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 3. And the Spurs have to call a timeout. They just can't chip the lead to anything less than 7 or 8 points. They can't fully get back into it. And they have to call a timeout here. And when you consider how much time is left, OKC is in control of this basketball game. And who was that needed? Welcome back, LJ, Race Fado. He said both teams are playing so bad, not sure how they can beat the Knicks if they're turning the ball over like they are. I agree. And I'm just scrolling back in the chat now. Who was that needed? The Jake W, welcome back. He placed a live bet on Spurs plus 9.5. He's anticipating some sort of run from them. I hope you cash. Jake W. And that was Jay Wall, right? Jay Wall, you cashed, right? With Shai's assists. 8 assists. Yep, there you go, Jay Wall. Congrats to you for that winner and everyone else who's winning tonight. If you're not having a good night, guys, don't chase your losses. Always be responsible with your sports betting. Don't blow the bankroll. But congrats, Jay Wall, and sharpest chat on earth. Digital Print House said cash money records where dreams come true. Random, but I'm with it. Jared said, can't believe we didn't take the over 211.5 after the slow start, right? I know. You like the Avs money line plus 360, Redbeard, in the NHL game? Best of luck. They're down 1-0. And Jared has the under 6.5 in that game. He's well on his way to cashing. Only 1-0 after at the end during the second intermission right now. Let's see what happens. Honestly, the only way for the Spurs to really get back into this game is for them to get stops in transition. But also, Wemby is going to have to be selfish here. Why not? You still have Dylan Harper. Why not bring Stephon Castle back in, even though he has 5 fouls? If he fouls out, at least you went for the game. What if you go down by 20 and he still has 5 fouls and you never have the opportunity to put him back in the game in a realistic scenario? You have to go for it. Put Stephon Castle back into the game. Let's see that 2-man game with Castle and Wemby. Maybe even Fox and Wemby with using Castle as a decoy. Either way, it might just be OKC's night. Hoping for a bit of luck here with Wemby's rebounds. And this is a pretty long timeout. Hold on 1 second as well, chat. 1 second. We're back from the timeout, but just 1 second. I'm back, chat. Apologies. As looks like I just missed a Keldon Johnson shot driving to the rim, it says. But we have another three from the from OKC, and it's Alex Caruso. So it's not looking like it's looking like it's OKC's night. Looks like it's OKC's night. "14-point lead for OKC. We've officially reached clutch time. We're in clutch time, which as defined by a game with less than 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 6 rebounds for Wemby now. After that, Jared McCain missed 3. But then Wemby misses a 3 on the other end. And the Spurs are just not as efficient as they usually look. But Keldon Johnson with a putback layup after the missed Wemby 3 comes flying in. And it's a 12-point lead for OKC, who are in control here, only 4.5 minutes to go. And at this point in the game, I mean, you're talking about an almost impossible, a nearly impossible task against the reigning champs. You would have to get multiple defensive stops here. It's not impossible, but take it one possession at a time. Got to respect what I'm seeing from OKC, the reigning champs, as Castle missed at point blank range. Contested shot, though. Great defense from OKC once again, who made more defensive plays in this game. Shai missed a 3. Wow, Cason Wallace grabs the offensive rebound. And Jared McCain hits a dagger 3. We're calling that a dagger because that's exactly what it is. Wemby did not grab the rebound. How does Cason Wallace get that rebound over Wemby? Did you see that? Nonetheless, let's see if the starters are even out or even on the court after this timeout. We might see some Spurs gamesmanship to keep Wemby fresh for the next game. It's very possible. I mean, it's still almost 4 minutes left, but if I was coaching, I would try to go for this game. You know, you do have great defenders in San Antonio, but it's OKC's night, chat. It's OKC's night. Let's see what the chat's saying. Yeah, tons of blowouts in the conference finals. It's bad for overs on player props, but digital printouts. Andre Rogers just cashed Jared McCain over 14.5. Great call, Andre. Congrats. And DG37 just cashed with that Cason Wallace rebound. At least it was important to someone. DG37, great call, brother. And Jared Weiss cashed with Caruso 4+ threes. Whoa. Great call, Jared. You cleaned up with Caruso multiple markets. Ray Hang Tamang in the chat. Hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. He said, should have taken the under 244 after the third quarter. Did they call back a rebound for Fox? And Bank of Dennis cashed the over 220 as well in the game. Great call, Dennis. Broken camera from does anyone know an OKC fan? I know a few here in Canada, but that's because Shai's Canadian. Maybe there aren't that many like in America outside of Oklahoma. I can understand your question there. But as Stephon Castle hits a 3 to cut that lead to 12, and Wemby grabbed his 7th rebound, by the way. So can we get 1 rebound from Wemby for that live halftime bet? Can we get 1 rebound from Wemby? As Shai hits the layup, 32 for Shai. Clean game for the reigning MVP after the slow start to the game. And can we get a random Wemby layup? I mean, Wemby rebound before Mitch Johnson waves the white flag. No indication that they've waved the white flag as of right now. But we do have a foul on De'Aaron Fox on the floor that's going to send OKC to the free throw line. Carter Bryant's about to sub in. I hope it's not for Wemby. Most inefficient Wemby playoff game this year so far was tonight. Yep, and they pulled Wemby. Wemby's rebounds were an absolute dud. I'll be honest, I might run it back with him in the next game. I'll be honest. It might be a bit different in that San Antonio building. Points and rebounds. I might run it back with Wemby, but I'll wait to see what the lines are set at. But just letting you guys know that, bit of foreshadowing there. And they pulled all the starters out. Bismack Biyombo just subbed into the game, chat. So that's going to do it. OKC will win and cover. Up by 14, 2 minutes to go. As Wemby claps on the bench. What are you clapping for? You stunk it up. I don't care how much the media glazes you. You stunk it up today. You're a big reason why your team lost, Wemby. Why are you clapping your hands on the bench? You shot like 5 for 18, 5 for 20. Caruso at the line. OKC will probably pull their starters in a moment as well. They've already pulled Chet. And they pulled Shai as well, so that's going to do it for this one. The game goes over and OKC covers. We lose that parlay with Dylan Harper, the pregame one, and the Wemby rebounds plays. I lose with the Spurs on the spread. I won my bet with Isaiah Hartenstein at halftime. I won my bet with Keldon Johnson, and I won my bet with the live parlay at halftime with Shai assists and Stephon Castle assists. But it will be a losing game for me overall because of the the unit allotment and stuff. So it doesn't really matter. Clawed some back with the live bets, but hey, it doesn't really matter, chat. But I did enjoy watching that game with you. It was a sloppy, poorly officiated game, but the Spurs still had a chance to make it a game, and they just didn't do it. So I'm not going to say that the refs are the reason that OKC won. I'm not going to go that far. The refs made some poor calls in this game, but the Spurs did not get enough from their leaders. And I'm talking about Wemby and De'Aaron Fox. They shot a combined 8 for 30 from the field. Wemby and De'Aaron Fox went 8 for 30 from the field shooting the basketball tonight. And that's a recipe for disaster. You're putting too much pressure on the other players in your lineup as Jared McCain goes back to the free throw line. So now this is only about, some other player props and maybe some live totals if you guys bet those markets. Not much intrigue left in this particular game. OKC is probably going to cover that live halftime line as well. So congrats to all the winners in the chat. And De'Aaron Fox cashed that rebound play for J-Wall at the last minute. Let's go. Big win. Love to see it, J-Wall. Love to see it, fam. Yeah, and they gave it back for you as well, JT95. Love to see it. XA Ray in the chat said he cashed with Hartenstein and Wemby over 2.5 blocks. Congrats to you as well. Yep, there goes the white flag, broken camera. And I hope you get it next time, Dennis. Semantics now on the court. It's a formality. The result is a formality. And the over 217.5 was a winner from DG37 in the chat. Great call. And JT, he cashed with Wemby to go under his points. J Wall said, keep streaming, bro. You're going to build back the momentum. We're here as long as you are, broski. 100%. Let's go on a run, J Wall. Let's go on a run, brother. Maybe we can dabble with some other sport. Maybe we can dabble with some WNBA tomorrow. I'll definitely have pregame bets in a video for you guys, but the live stream, I'll decide tonight. You know, we're getting to the point where, you know, the NBA basketball games are going to be few and far between. If I don't stream tomorrow, I will be here for Game 6 in San Antonio on Thursday, the 28th. Can't wait to watch that game with you. Turn notifications on and subscribe just in case I do stream tomorrow in the WNBA where Suspicious lives. Shout out to the real ones out there. Andre said, until next game, my guy knows a guy. Great stream. You did some great work. Thank you so much, Andre. Wanted to hit the Wemby rebounds, but that's how it goes. There's a good chance I'll run it back, especially if we get a 12.5 line pregame. OKC did a great job boxing out today as a team. They won the rebounding battle. I just want to say thank you all for being here. Also, Andre, let me show you what my acronym is. I see you say MGK in the chat. Here's my acronym. Look at the chat. MGKAG. My guy knows a guy. All right, instead of MGK. Even though MGK is still my guy knows, but MGKAG, that's a bit of foreshadowing for some other content going forward. That's also my personal Instagram, MGKAG. And my guy knows a guy's my betting Instagram, but what a second half from Jared McCain. I think Jared McCain had 2 points at halftime. I think he scored 18 points in the second half, maybe 16. I'll have to check that. But what a second half from Jared McCain. And OKC, they win without Jalen Williams, without AJ Mitchell. It's a team effort spearheaded by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. There were some questionable calls in this game, but I do believe OKC was going to win this game regardless with how things unfolded in this ball game. So, yeah, no problem, Andre. It doesn't. You can call me whatever you want. I just wanted to say that because it's ironic. MGKAG is my personal account, so. My guy knows a guy is my betting stuff, and MGKAG are my personal accounts on social. So, yeah, Digital Print House, Daryl Morey. It's possible he got fired for the Jared McCain trade. He lost his job. Shout out to Daryl Morey wherever he is. I say that because he follows me on Twitter. Jay Wall said, "I don't know what they are going to do between Mitchell, McCain, and J Dub." Andre, Jared Weiss. Jared Weiss said streams over videos. Okay. I just want to say thanks to all of you. The stream is nothing without you. I'm just a part of it. Interacting with you guys, hearing your opinions, watching the games with you. You know, honestly, I'm grateful. You know, I'm so grateful, win or lose, and we're gonna keep this going, guys. We're gonna keep this going. Yeah, XA Ray Wemby. That was probably his worst game of the playoffs. I have to go back and look at the box score of one of those games against Minnesota, but I do think this was his worst game of the playoffs. And that's going to do it. Final score 127-114. The OKC Thunder cover and win Game 5, the pivotal Game 5. And they take control of this 7-game series, which swings back to San Antonio on Thursday. I'll be here for another live stream. I'll have WNBA picks tomorrow. Thank you to all the real ones in the chat. Hit the like button for me. Also, go down to the video description and follow me on Instagram or follow me on Twitter, X, my guy knows a guy, either one. I'm active on either one. You can message me. My DMs are open. And if you want to interact with so many of these amazing people in the live stream chat, join my free Discord group chat. The link is pinned in the chat. Join my Discord. We have a ton of people in there sharing bets, having fun during the games, even when the games aren't on. And you can join my free Discord in the chat below. The link is there, but make sure you make sure you verify or it's going to kick you out. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn notifications on the road to 10,000 subs. I want to say I truly appreciate everyone in the chat. Much love to everyone here. We'll try again tomorrow. I'll have some WNBA for you in some capacity. We have 5 games. I'll have a video. Maybe I'll stream. Some of you were asking for a stream tomorrow, WNBA stream. Maybe we can get into that. Regardless, I have to research and come up with winning bets, but win or lose, it's fun to watch games with the sharpest chat on earth. Much love, everyone. Stay safe out there. It's My Guy Knows a Guy here on my sports predictions channel. And as always, the best is yet to come. I'll see you guys next time.